The Oak Island team has made a significant discovery near the buried treasure site, captivating fans and researchers alike. Using advanced technology and historical insights, the team discovered an unexpected large boulder in the swampy areas of the island, which was initially thought to be just another rock. However, further investigation revealed that the boulder appeared to be a deliberate marker, possibly pointing to something bigger. Its location near Nolan's Cross, a well-known stone arrangement, suggests it was intentionally placed by previous visitors, adding to its significance. The alignment of this boulder with Nolan's Cross hints at a purposeful placement, perhaps marking a significant spot or leading to hidden treasure. This idea is supported by John Edwards, a researcher who has spent years studying the island's history. Edwards' theory is that the original treasure hiders created a network of markers and clues across the island to guide future seekers. As the team continues to dig, they are careful to respect the historical and cultural importance of their findings. Each artifact not only brings them closer to possibly solving the treasure hunt, but also helps piece together Oak Island's history, offering insights into the people who lived there long ago. Edwards often suggests that ancient groups like the Knights Templar might have used Oak Island to store their relics and treasures. The recently uncovered boulder's placement, aligning with Nolan's Cross, seems to support this idea, suggesting a deliberate marker by early explorers. This discovery raises many questions. Was the boulder part of a more complex setup? What was its purpose? And most importantly, could it be pointing to the legendary treasure on Oak Island? The Oak Island team and their supporters continue to dig, researching, and putting together the historical pieces scattered across the island. The team began with a detailed look at the area around the significant boulder, using special excavation tools to carefully manage the environment without damaging any delicate items buried beneath. As they dug deeper, they found a structure of stones beneath the boulder, indicating it was intentionally placed. The arrangement and craftsmanship of the stones showed a level of sophistication not expected in such a simple setting. As the digging progressed, the excavation team discovered numerous smaller items that clearly showed that people had once lived on the island. These items included fragments of ceramics, likely parts of ancient pottery or storage vessels found amid remnants of wooden and stone structures. Each artifact was diligently documented and preserved, each offering clues about the site's original purpose and those who may have used it. Determining the actual intent behind these actions is now the focus of intense study and research efforts. In conclusion, the Oak Island team's recent discovery has the potential to alter our understanding of the island's history and its connection to the Knights Templar. By examining the historical and archaeological value of their discoveries, the team hopes to uncover the truths about the island's past and connect with the stories that have shaped our world. Dr. Ian Spooner, a geologist with significant involvement in the Oak Island exploration team, has been working on a new project that involves examining the geological features of the swamp area near Nolan's Cross. The discovery of a significant boulder and a concealed stone structure near Nolan's Cross is a significant step in this scientific quest. Dr. Spooner uses various scientific techniques to examine these geological features, such as sampling sediment cores and analyzing stratigraphy or layers of soil. He uses radiocarbon dating to determine the age of the wooden artifacts found beneath the stone structures, which can help establish a timeline that links these events to known historical activities or events on the island. The recent findings from the swamp area on Oak Island could greatly impact our understanding of the island's past. One of the most intriguing theories associated with Oak Island is the involvement of the Knights Templar, a medieval order that is speculated to have hidden sacred relics and valuables on the island. The positioning of a large boulder and the characteristics of an underlying stone formation provide intriguing clues that could support this idea. The specific alignment with Nolan's Cross is especially significant. Some researchers believe this arrangement of stones was established by the Templars using sacred geometry, a type of symbolic and spiritual layout. It is possible that the features recently discovered are parts of a more extensive, intricately planned system for hiding or protecting these treasures. If the carbon dating of the wooden materials found aligns with the time when the Templars were active in North America, this could strongly support the claims of their involvement on Oak Island. Additionally, the type of artifacts, wooden structures possibly used in building or storage and metal fastenings typical of medieval craftsmanship, strengthens the possibility of a Templar connection. This suggests that those who placed these items had a profound reason, potentially apprehension due to the island's history of deadly accidents and strange disappearances linked to its legendary curse. The findings potentially connect with the island's supposed flood tunnel system, suggesting a sophisticated network engineered to protect the Money Pit, a focal point of the island's lore. This significant breakthrough in understanding the island's layout could lead to further revelations about its historical use and the true nature of the activities that took place there. The Curse of Oak Island, as told by local legends, foretells that 7 individuals will perish in their search for the island's hidden treasure before it is finally located. Up to now, 6 adventurers have tragically lost their lives in various incidents, casting a somber shadow over the legend. The recent unearthing of structures that might trace back to the era of the Knights Templar or earlier settlers introduces a notion of tampering with the historical record, suggesting that some aspects were intended to remain undisturbed. Oak Island is fraught with immediate physical dangers as real as the legendary ones. The landscape is beset with natural threats including quicksand, sinkholes, and pits that are prone to collapse. The swampy areas, where many significant finds have occurred, are especially hazardous. The intensive digging required to delve deeper and uncover further elements can make the already precarious underground structures even less stable, risking sudden collapses that could ensnare or injure those in pursuit of the island's treasures. Beyond the tangible threats, there are stories of curses and supernatural forces purported to guard the treasures of the island. Regardless of personal beliefs in such supernatural tales, the psychological impact these stories wield is undeniable, instilling fear and caution among those exploring the island. Unearthing these ancient structures brings with it not only the responsibility of managing the finds with care, but also ensuring that these relics are studied and preserved in ways that respect their historical value and the cultures they represent. This responsibility includes ethical considerations, as disturbing these ancient sites might be seen as an intrusion into the sanctified aspects of ancestral lives and endeavors. The exploration of Oak Island is a complex interplay of excitement, danger, and ethical dilemmas. Each discovery carries with it the weight of historical significance and the need to navigate the moral landscape of disturbing ancient resting places. The Oak Island treasure hunt has evolved significantly due to the integration of modern technology. Historically, the island has been a hub for extensive searches, driven by tales of buried riches. However, today's team, equipped with advanced technology, has taken treasure hunting to a new level of sophistication, precision, and safety. This shift has led to more substantial discoveries and a clearer understanding of the island's fascinating historical layers. One of the standout technologies used by the Oak Island treasure hunters is ground-penetrating radar, GPR, which works by sending radio waves into the ground, which bounce back to create images of what lies beneath the surface without the need for actual digging. This technology is particularly beneficial on Oak Island, where the terrain is extremely challenging and the threat of collapsing pits looms large. Thanks to GPR, the team can pinpoint potential treasure sites and strategically plan their excavation activities, minimizing disruption to the landscape and concentrating their efforts on areas with the highest potential for yielding valuable finds. Another crucial technology utilized by the treasure hunters of Oak Island is carbon dating. This dating method is pivotal in determining the age of organic materials found during excavations. By measuring the decay rate of carbon-14, a radioactive isotope found in living organisms, scientists can estimate the time period in which the organism was last alive. This data is essential for placing the artifacts within a precise historical context, potentially linking them to known historical events or periods. This technique not only enhances the accuracy of their findings, but also enriches the historical narrative of Oak Island, providing insights into the various eras of human activity on the island. The difference between today's treasure hunting methods and those used in the past is striking. Historically, the pursuit of treasure was largely based on guesswork, relying heavily on intuition and luck. Treasure seekers from bygone eras, such as those on Oak Island, depended on simple tools like shovels and picks. They were guided by ancient maps and age-old tales, digging extensive networks of pits and tunnels in hopes of stumbling upon hidden riches. Unfortunately, they often encountered only the natural water traps Oak Island is infamous for, leading to perilous floods and structural collapses that made their quests risky and generally unfruitful. In sharp contrast, the present-day approach to treasure hunting on Oak Island is informed by a foundation in the sciences of geology, chemistry, and physics, allowing for a more focused and knowledgeable exploration. The introduction of sophisticated technologies such as ground-penetrating radar, GPR, and carbon dating has revolutionized the field, enabling the Oak Island team to conduct their searches with unprecedented precision. As technology continues to evolve, the prospects for future treasure hunting endeavors appear increasingly promising. Emerging technologies such as LiDAR, light detection and ranging, use laser light to create high-resolution topographical maps, while sophisticated data analytics help predict the most likely locations of artifacts based on patterns identified in existing data. These advancements hold the potential to uncover long-buried treasures and provide insights that have been concealed for millennia. Knowledge was also seen in a 14th-century Templar prison in Dôme, France. The significance of this symbol is impossible to ignore, as it was also seen in a 14th-century Templar prison in Dôme, France. The deeper they dig, the more the pieces align. In Dôme, France, the Templars left behind cryptic symbols scratched into the walls of their prison cells. Now, here in Morimando Abbey, those same markings appear once again. If the Templars were hiding something, they left behind a trail, but not one meant to be easily followed. It's almost as if they were preparing for their own downfall, ensuring that their greatest questions would survive even if they did not. For centuries, the Catholic Church and European monarchs sought to erase the Templars, accusing them of heresy and greed. But was it really about faith or something far more valuable? Something worth hiding? Something worth rewriting history as we know it? Many believe that the true motivation behind the Templars' persecution was to seize their vast wealth and sacred relics, treasures that included the legendary Ark of the Covenant. Back on Oak Island, the presence of a Templar-era cross raises even more questions. If the Hoe Stone's markings match symbols found in Morimando Abbey, it's possible that the Templars had knowledge of the New World long before Columbus. If they made it to North America, what exactly did they bring with them? The Lagena brothers have discovered a massive underground structure on Oak Island, which could change history forever. They are digging deeper into the legendary Money Pit, which has been marked as highly suspicious by previous searches. Old records hint at hidden structures below, and recent groundwater tests have pointed to traces of gold and silver beneath this level. However, history has taught them that hope alone doesn't guarantee success. As they dig deeper, wooden beams start surfacing, sparking fresh debates among the team. At 110 feet, more pieces of wood emerge, some showing markings, Roman numerals etched into their surface, indicating someone long ago was working underground with a level of organization that suggests purpose. The massive steel tube keeps sinking deeper into the ground, forcing its way through layers of earth and stone. At 160 feet, tension is unbearable, and the team knows this depth has led to incredible discoveries in the past. Some believe they are about to reach a hidden chamber, possibly a treasure vault sealed in thick concrete. However, the entire operation comes to a halt when the steel casing hits something solid, causing the earth beneath them to collapse. Panic spreads as the team realizes they must first understand the island's long and troubled past. The Money Pit legend was born in 1795 when a group of young men, led by Daniel McGinnis, found layers of logs neatly stacked every 10 feet. They made it down about 90 feet and found a big stone covered in symbols, but it vanished. The deeper they dug, the more problems they faced: flooding, collapses, and frustration. In the mid-19th century, the Truro Company began drilling into the pit of Oak Island, a tiny island in Canada. They discovered wooden platforms, soft metal, and coconut fibers, hinting at something bigger. In 1897, a small scrap of parchment with the letters VI written on it was found, hinting at documents, treasure maps, or important records. In the early 19th century, William Chappell and his team found an axe, fluke anchor, and miner's pick, traced back to Cornish miners. Robert Dunfield arrived in 1965, digging a massive hole but finding nothing. In the 1970s, the Triton Alliance drills deep, but the footage is too murky and the hole collapses. The Lagena brothers arrive with cameras, high-tech equipment, and a mission to solve the centuries-old problem. They find some things, such as a lead cross, a stone road under a swamp, a garnet brooch, and wood from deep underground, hinting at man-made tunnels. Soil testing shows high amounts of silver below the Money Pit, which could mean treasure. Rick Lagena and Marty Lagena, the stars of The Curse of Oak Island, were obsessed with the idea of buried treasure and the unsolved nature of the island. They bought a controlling stake in Oak Island Tours Inc., the company that owned most of the island, and their efforts became a full-blown television show. Rick was the heart of the story, while Marty was the brains behind the operation.